your sparkling earrings lay against your skin so brown. I want to be with you in the desert tonight, with a million stars all around. 'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground. I found out a long time ago what a woman can do to your soul. But she can't take you anywhere you don't already know how to go. 'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing on the ground. I got this feeling I may know you as a lover and a friend. This voice keeps whispering in my other ear, tells me I may never see you again. 'Cause I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down. 'Cause I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing. Yes, I'm already standing on the ground. Long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always leads me here, leads me to your door. The wild and windy night that the rain it washed away has left a pool of tears, crying for the day. Don't leave me waiting here, let me know the way. 'Cause many times I've been alone, and many times I've cried. Many ways you'll never know, the many ways I tried. But still they lead me back to the long and winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here, lead me to your door. Yeah, 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 yeah. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I'll dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're weary, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you, I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver one, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mary Verdin, President of Verdin Marketing, and I would like to welcome everyone to the 2021 Wellness Kickoff. A big thank you to Ray Reardon, our musical entertainment, as you all entered the event today. Stay tuned for a very special handcrafted cigar box ukulele we'll be giving away later that Ray made and donated. You can see some on the wall there behind him. To be eligible for the drawing for this and some other prizes, please be sure to donate to Transitions Mental Health Association if you haven't already. Our suggested donation is $10, but you can give as much as you'd like. We'll put the link in the chat to make it easy. Many of you probably know that in the past, the 24-Hour Give has been a time every November where we rebrand a community-selected nonprofit for free, literally in the 24-hour period. This past year, like everyone and everything else, we've had to adapt. Understanding the need to shine a light on mental health, especially with the additional challenges that COVID has brought, we've been working with Transition Mental Health Association, or TMHA, on an awareness campaign. We started last November, and this event is the culmination of that work and a kickoff for the campaign itself. We'll tell you a little bit more about that in a bit. But first, I want to thank our partners in the 2020 Give. You can see them all listed here. And without these special businesses, this community gift would not be possible. They have helped us get the work done and get the work out. So as we start our program, I suggest you click on the view options at the top right of your Zoom screen and select speaker view for the best experience. Part of today is letting you take a break from the busy, crazy, wet world out there. Let's start by giving everyone a moment to settle in, to focus on yourself, and clear your mind. Steph Young, owner of Spark Yoga, is going to help us with that. So get comfortable. We'll start out standing and then go to either a mat on the floor or a chair. Your cameras are not on, and I'm going to turn mine off as well, and we'll see you on the other side. So here we go.
Hi friends, welcome to a short but sweet grounding flow. We are going to get started standing, but we'll eventually meet on either an office chair or somewhere on the ground or on a yoga mat if you have one. My name is Steph, and I feel so grateful to be here. So let's get started on our feet. You won't need too much space here. We're not going to be here for too long or do anything crazy up top. So let's just find our feet grounded on the floor. And we'll just lift up tall through the crown of our head and close down the eyes, or maybe just take a gaze down somewhere toward the earth or maybe towards your nose. And we'll just begin with breath observation here, just inhaling and exhaling. Try not to control or manipulate the breath too much here, just observing the cadence of the breath, the length of the breath. Blink the eyes open, take a big inhale, reach your arms out, up and overhead, gazing up, watching the palms meet up top. On your exhale, pull the hands to the heart center, releasing any tension through the neck and the shoulders. We'll take one more like that. Breathe in, reach your arms up and overhead. Meet the palms at the top, open mouth, exhale this time. Sigh the breath out. Hands will meet at your heart center, and we'll eventually start to soften the knees and hinge from our waist. So lead this motion with the chest and the chin, and then we'll meet in a forward fold, relaxing the head all the way toward the earth. So typically here we tend to want to hold our head up a little bit. So just let the control go and release the weight of the head completely, letting the shoulders kind of trickle down toward the earth. Your fingertips can remain somewhere toward the earth, or maybe locate opposite elbows with the hands and just kind of sway your body from right to left. Letting this motion kind of encourage an opening and just some space around the hips, down the legs. And noticing gravity and just the weight of your body just freely pull down toward the earth. Couple more rounds of breath here. Maybe making your way towards stillness or playing around with other movements so you can gain other sensations, just getting curious here. Eventually we'll release the fingertips down toward the earth, lift your heels slightly and just start to bend your knees a lot. And eventually we'll meet either on an office chair or make your way to the ground. Good. So if you are grounded, you'll cross your legs. If you're seated, your legs will be just about hip-width distance apart, knees bent, feet on the floor. Draw the chin down toward the chest here, and just start to roll the head from right to left. Giving yourself a really gentle, calming massage just by tilting your head one direction and then the other. You can keep this as half moon shapes, or maybe taking a full circle with the head. Rolling down, around, back, and down. We'll be here just for a few more rounds of breath, so maybe changing up the direction of your circles, making sure that we spend about the same amount of time and energy on both sides, or both directions, rather. Really good. Eventually we'll meet with a neutral head, head above the heart, heart above the hips. Take your right palm and place it beside you. Maybe it comes just reaching down toward the earth if you're on a chair. Send your left arm up and overhead and tilt your torso slightly to the right. Send your breath into the left ribs. Soften through your left shoulder, releasing it away from your earlobe. Start to circle out your left wrist a couple of times both directions. Just getting any pops or kinks out of your wrist. We use these a lot when we're typing, when we're on our phones. Just liberating that joint a little bit. Good, coming all the way back up. Reach both arms up and overhead. Relax both shoulders down. Second side, exhale, left arm either reaches down or place the hand down on the earth. Send your right arm up and overhead. So again, finding this sense of peace through the upper body, starting from the head all the way down to the tailbone. Breathe deeply, circling out through your right wrist. Expanding those baby muscles in between your ribs that help you take deeper breaths. Inhale, slowly coming back up through center. Both arms reach up. Now from here, interlace your fingertips. Guide your palms up toward the sky. Take an inhale. Good, exhale, guide your arms in front of you now, pressing your palms toward the space in front of you, and roll your shoulders forward as you press the spine back, like you're making a C shape with your spine. Good, next inhale draws us back up, lift your arms up, maybe send the biceps behind your ears a little bit, expanding through your shoulders. Good, exhale, rolling forward with the shoulders and the arms, press your spine back, tuck your hips underneath you and forward. Last round together, inhale, lift up. Maybe this time you send the gaze up towards your hands. Exhale, roll it forward, collapse the shoulders. Really good. Inhale, lift up, back through center, reach your arms tall. Exhale, release the arms down by your sides, give your shoulders a little shake or a shimmy. Awesome. So this next posture is also good if you're grounded or seated. So firstly, we'll start with our feet directly in front of us, toes pointing forward. Good, so from here, sending the right ankle on top of the left thigh, and we'll flex the right foot up and toes toward the shins. If this is a lot for you already, if this is enough sensation, you stay right here, right? We're good here. Otherwise, if you're feeling more, you can tip your torso over towards your legs and maybe send the fingertips toward the earth or further forward in front of you. Let the knee just fall open, releasing any tension out of this posture. And noticing your sensation. Is it passive? Is it more profound? And we just breathe into it and just let your breath enhance the stretch, enhance the posture. Really good. Slowly starting to rise if you're folded. And we'll just simply switch sides from here. So releasing the right leg, taking the left leg or ankle and placing it on top of the thigh, and flex the toes toward the shin. That's going to help protect our knee. And slowly starting to fold forward if you want a little bit more here. Letting the torso drape over the legs. This does not have to be a big movement at all or a big forward fold, right? We're just honoring where our body's at, and maybe this side feels a little bit different. We accept where we are. We're so grateful to be who we are, where we are. Coming all the way back up. Really nice. Let's release both of our legs, taking your knees from right to left, just a little release through the hips here. Amazing. Really good. So finding a comfortable seat, wherever you'd like to be, making our way, just grounding down through our sits bones and just noticing where sits bones are on some sort of apparatus from here. Taking the hands to heart center, inhaling all the way through your nose. Fill your body up to the tippy top. Hold your breath at the top. And then open mouth, exhale, release the breath out. Ha. Really good. One more time. Inhale. Deep breath. Lengthen your spine. Expand through the side waist and your ribs. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Ha. Amazing. If your eyes are closed, blink them open. Thank you again so much for allowing me to guide you through this grounding practice. I appreciate you all so much.
So nice to take a moment to get grounded. Think of what a great way this would be to start every day or to recharge every afternoon. Well, one of you will get just that opportunity because one of the prizes in our drawing at the end of the event is for a wellness basket. So this basket includes all kinds of items for your relaxation, including a relaxing tea and mug set, a cozy blanket, a mindfulness journal, a plant and gift certificate from Growing Grounds, and a 3-month on-demand membership at Spark Yoga. We'll give you one more opportunity to donate if you'd like to do so, so you're included in today's drawing. So look for the link in the chat now for any of you who need that. Now let's find out more about transitions and the important work they do.
Hi, I'm Jill Bolster-White. I'm the Executive Director of Transitions Mental Health Association. COVID has impacted all over the world, and particularly here at Transitions Mental Health Association, sure that we're still providing services, support, and access to the clients we serve. So where we had support groups and classes and education in person, that's all being done by Zoom. If people don't have access to that technology, we want to make sure we're making phone calls. We want to make sure that we're even seeing people in person from a safe distance, if that's the only way that they can connect with us. We really want to make sure people know that there's someone there that's able to support them in this time of need. One area in particular we're wanting to focus on is in the homeless community. There's been displacement, there have been increased numbers of folks who are finding themselves homeless, and we're wanting to make sure we have access to them and that they have access to the support they need. We had a group of Cal Poly students who helped us refurbish some smartphones that we were able to give to the homeless community so they could access appointments, they could make sure that they're staying in touch with the services that they really need. What we're seeing locally is some good news and some harder news. We're definitely seeing more calls to our hotline. We're seeing more interest in outreach and the need for support for family members and clients alike. The good news, though, is that more and more people are realizing how important their mental health is. We're getting more interest in exploring what it means to be mentally healthy and recognizing that anxiety and depression can affect all of us during this time. So we're seeing an impact in more calls, more requests for resources, more need for outreach, and people who are looking for a therapist or looking for a support group, maybe looking for a psychiatrist for the first time. So that's what the hotline is able to do, is help people access those first requests. Where do I start if I'm concerned about myself or someone who I love, and make sure that they understand how treatable and recoverable mental illnesses are. I think for families with teens and children in school, we're seeing some particular impacts from COVID. The isolation, trying to do school online, parents who are trying to homeschool, those are having impacts on our children and our families more than ever before. Increased reports of depression and anxiety. We're seeing those numbers increase nationally, and we know that applies to our local communities. So we're really wanting to make sure we're able to be there and respond in those times of need. I know in my own family, I have 2 teenagers, and we're experiencing all of those things. We're experiencing the isolation and the difficulty with not seeing your friends when you're a teenager, and I think for me as a parent, for worrying about what that impact is on my kids. So the hotline really can be a great resource when people aren't sure about how to respond to those issues. So what is the hotline? The hotline started in 1970 in San Luis Obispo and was designed to provide 24/7 access to a person on the other end of the phone. It's a confidential, anonymous phone line, and what it's pivoted to now is a real focus on mental health. So if someone has a question about mental health services, resources, if someone's in need of support themselves or someone they love, it's also for people who are in crisis. Someone's feeling suicidal, they're feeling despair. That's really what the hotline is there for. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anytime you need it. So locally, last year the hotline took 10,000 calls. That's more than we've ever had before. So it indicates to me the fact that the community was reaching out more than they ever have needed to in the past. We've also responded by adding some additional services. We know that texting is a way that teens and young adults communicate, and so we've added texting services to the hotline. We also know that when people are sheltering in place, they may not be able to confidentially make a phone call, and so texting is a way that someone can do that without anyone else in the household knowing. The other addition we've made is a brief therapy option. So what that means is if someone calls the hotline and they really could use more intense, maybe a professional level of help, they can access a limited number, 6 to 8 therapy sessions with a licensed therapist. And so that's something we're offering free to community members who find themselves in need of that service immediately. So we're changing the name of SLO Hotline to the Central Coast Hotline. The hotline's been around for 50 years and it's served the community so well, and we found that we're already serving people in northern Santa Barbara County. Those communities, Lompoc and Guadalupe and Santa Maria, are underserved in so many ways. It seems to just make sense that we add the Central Coast so it more accurately reflects who we want to have call the hotline anytime they need it. So the reason for the 2021 Wellness Kickoff is because we want you to know that the Central Coast Hotline is there for you whenever you need it, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for you to call or for you to let someone you love know that it's a resource for them. So it only takes 8 seconds to add the SLO Hotline number to your phone. It's really easy. It's an 800 number. The number is 1-800-783-0607. Add it to your phone now. Thank you for supporting the Wellness Kickoff and the Central Coast Hotline. We're so glad to be a resource for this community and there anytime you need it. Thank you for your support and your interest and encouragement today.
I want to thank everyone who's donated and supported this great 2021 Wellness Kickoff. We're wrapping up the drawing and Mary will be announcing the winners in a few minutes for all of you who've donated to the hotline. Thank you for that. And now we're going to show a video of one of our great volunteers, and it highlights the importance of our call handlers who volunteer at the hotline. And if you might consider this, we would love to have you join our great group of volunteers. Here we go.
My name is Jennifer McMurray, and I've been a Hotline volunteer for 1.5 years. I volunteer at Hotline as a way of giving back to the community. I personally believe we can all get a lot further in life if we work together, and sometimes that means just being the person on the end of the phone with resources that somebody needs. Hotline is a free 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week service that is 100% confidential. When you call, you will speak to a call handler who is caring and ready to provide you with information, help you through a crisis, or contact emergency services when necessary. Recently, I had received a call from a young person. They were very upset. The holidays had left them very depressed, isolated, feeling lonely. COVID on top of that has severely removed them from people close to their life. Also, their family member was very severely ill, and this person was trying to work with that in their own life. So I had made a suggestion of a self-help group that might help relating to their parents' illness. And that person indicated that they had tried that and it didn't work for them. I tried to encourage this person to give it another try. Different groups have different people. We don't always experience the same thing from one group to the next. I also asked if this person had thought about counseling. This person had indicated that their friends had suggested counseling. However, they didn't feel that they could articulate what was wrong with them to a counselor. So I took the time to explain to this caller that counseling is all about figuring out what it is that's going on in your mind. A lot of people have a false impression that counseling is about a counselor telling you what to do or how to do it. And that's not at all what counseling is. It's very important for people to understand that counseling is all about you. And the counselor is never going to disclose information that you tell anyone. They're never going to judge you for what you say. It's a safe place for you to explore whatever issues you feel you need to address. Once I explained this to this caller, they were very excited at the idea that counseling might actually be able to help them. They asked if there was information I could give them for counseling services, which I provided. And by the end of the call, the caller was no longer crying and was very grateful to have called hotline. Because people don't always know what resources are available to them. People aren't always comfortable asking friends or family for things like referrals to drug and alcohol services or even counseling services. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stigma involved with receiving services such as those, and it is important that people have an outlet and a resource that they can contact when they don't feel that they can share that information with anyone else.
Thank you, Jill and Jennifer. I'm sure you can all see why we selected transitions to work with this year. I think everyone has been affected by the pandemic, and we're all feeling the stress and anxiety that has come along with the isolation, the changes in how we live our lives, and the uncertainty around every corner. We want to be sure that all of you and all of our community know about Central Coast Hotline. Whether you need it today or a friend needs it tomorrow, save the number so you're ready. Now I'm excited to hand this over to Verdon Art Director Megan Condit to unveil our campaign.
Thank you, Mary. Well, it was so fantastic, and it is because we're still working with them, but it was so fantastic to work with the TMHA team on our new creative campaign that helps them with their goal of increasing how many people have that number in their phone ready to use it. One of the things that we started with was identifying what are those really compelling stats that we can share that tell a great story about the importance of mental health support in these specific times. And from there, we developed a campaign that is modern and eye-catching and hopefully very memorable. We wanted it to stand out so that all of you and the public would notice it. And we also just really wanted to be motivating so that you're motivated to put it in your phone. So as you start seeing our TMHA campaign come out, you'll be seeing it on your TV in the form of a PSA, which we are able to work with a wonderful videographer at Red Canary, Todd Peterson. And you will see digital ads that we created, as well as print ads, and which feature the beautiful work of Elliot Johnson. As you're seeing those roll out, share them with your friends and family and anyone that you want them to have it in their phone so that they're ready in case they need it or somebody else needs it. So with that, let's take a look at our sneak peek.
Thank you, Megan. As you can see, our message is simple. Save the hotline number in your phone. It can make a big difference to someone who needs support. Okay, so let's do our drawing. We have 3 prizes to give away today. We have a little slide that will show you what those are. So our first item is a gift card from Slow Yoga Center for 1 month of unlimited classes. And we have somebody in the background is doing a little randomizer. It looks like our winner is Taylor. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce this. Peccinino. I really hope I did okay on that. So Taylor Peccinino wins the gift card to Slow Yoga Center. Congratulations. Next, we have this beautiful ukulele created from a vintage cigar box by today's musician, Ray Reardon. And the winner of the ukulele is Mary Gardner. Congratulations, Mary. For a minute, I thought it was me. I was so excited. And then last, we have our wellness basket. So again, this basket is just full of wonderful things. A relaxing tea and mug set, a blanket, a journal, a plant and gift certificate from Growing Grounds, and a 3-month on-demand membership at Spark Yoga. And the winner of the wellness basket is Emily Roston. So congratulations to the three of you. We will contact you by email to arrange to get you your prize. So as we wrap up, I would like to ask Jill Bolster-White for some final thoughts.
Thanks, Mary. Thank you all for joining us today and for prioritizing mental wellness for yourselves and all of those around you. Thank you also to the amazing team at Verdant Marketing for creating this campaign for everyone in our community. So as we've said, the Central Coast Hotline is a resource for everyone. So we encourage you to take out your phone and open your contacts and put in the number. It's on your screen, 800-783-0607 under the Central Coast Hotline. And if you also want to use the QR code, that is an easy way to take it on your photo setting. And I will give you 8 seconds so everyone can do it. And please, as we've been saying, share the number with anyone who you think will need it, because that's really the point of the hotline, to be there at the moment that people are ready for it. And now you should be all set to go. Back to you, Mary.
Thank you, Jill. So we do have a little bit of time. I don't know if anybody has any questions, but if you have a question that you would like to pose to Jill, please feel free to put that in the chat, and I will hopefully effectively monitor that to do those questions. Lots of nice comments. Thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. So one question is hotline on Instagram.
Ooh, that is a good question. I am going to wait for one of my team members. I don't think hotline is specifically on Instagram, but TMHA is on Instagram. So we have a Facebook presence and an Instagram presence. But I think now with all this great material, we will be able to boost that hotline focus for certain.
Great. And another question, if you don't live on the Central Coast, can you still use hotline?
The hotline is an 800 number. So even if you don't live on the Central Coast, you are welcome to call when you need it. And since it's 24 hours, even if you're in a different time zone, you can.
Great. Will there be social media posts we can share to our pages?
Definitely, both on the Verdant Marketing site and on the Transitions Mental Health Association site.
Let's see. When will you be running the spot? Will this be via TV and radio or social media? And I can actually answer that one. So we will be, as soon as we have the PSA created, that will be running on KCOY and KSBY. We are also going to be on American General Media Radio, on KVEC, and we will be doing a lot of posting on social media. We'll also have some digital ads, so that'll be online, not necessarily through Facebook or Instagram, but definitely online. So you should be seeing all of these things will be launching in the next couple of weeks to follow into the next couple of months.
Good. I see there's a clarification. So our hotline program manager, Ilera Brown, mentions that the Brief Therapy Clinic actually has 10 to 12 sessions, and they're therapy interns working with licensed therapists. So thanks for that clarification, Ilera.
Great. Any other questions? Those were all great questions. Well, with that, that concludes our 2021 Wellness Kickoff. So part of the idea of making this a 2021 Wellness Kickoff is that we want this to be a wonderful year. And even though we're starting out with some challenges, we're going to look to that bright spot. We're going to have some beautiful green hills soon, and just make it a great year. Thank you so much for joining us. And everyone, please enjoy your evening, stay safe and dry, and be well. Thank you.